Hello and welcome to this week's Alakazam Live. Now, I was away last week.
Yes.
Andy stepped in with Pete. Pete's away today and you stepped in with me. So I really appreciate that, my friend. It's my first day back from being away. And so basically, I am out of the loop of what's new in the magic world.
Well,
but I've missed a few things. I've missed Jan's Academy.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
What can I say about Jan's Academy? And you guys obviously liked it because the amount of 5-star reviews that we had popping up during the course, and after the course, and all the very kind words that you sent through about the content, about Jan, about the teaching style, the material covered. Honestly, it was amazing, and I know that you guys learned a hell of a lot from it, and things that weren't necessarily tricks as such, but sort of ideas and ways of thinking about approaching magic. So it was certainly a success.
Is it still available now? But obviously you don't get the early bird price anymore.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because when they go on early bird, it is a steal of a price. I mean, his was a 2-day course, and I am looking forward to catching up on that sort of stuff because it always intrigues me, the whole cheating side of cards.
Yeah, and I think that's what caught other people's attention as well, is the fact that that this was something different, and you were getting real world experience from someone that had been there, done that. Almost written the book, and it was very, very good. He had such a laid-back teaching style and performing style that there were a couple of moments when I looked from the table that was over there into the other room, and our studio audience were there like that, and then he would explain it, and you'd be like, wow, that was just such brilliant thinking. Not complicated thinking, just brilliant thinking and well applied as well.
So there you go, guys. If you missed that course, do not worry, you missed the live, obviously, but you can catch up on that now, so you can grab them on the site. It has gone back up to its normal price, and we do have a new academy going up at an early bird price, which again is a ridiculously cheap price. I think it's $12.99, is it?
Yeah, so I believe so. This is Kanaya Harbottle, so a complete change of tact entirely from the previous course, whereas Jan's course was all about cheating cards predominantly. This next course is predominantly about coin magic, and if you don't know about Kanaya Harbottle, then why not? He is possibly one of the world's leading exponents of coin magic. I've long been a fan. I've said this before, and I know.
I didn't get a look in on sitting in on this one. It was like, Kanaya's coming. I was like, you can have it then, Andy.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
I'm only joking.
But honestly, I have long been a fan. I've long admired his work. I know that this is going to be not only extremely insightful, but you're going to get some techniques and some ideas that possibly you've never experienced before, which is great. So if you're looking for something different, then this academy is certainly worth checking out. Don't be fooled into thinking that it's going to be all difficult material and you're not going to be able to do it. There is going to be something for everyone in coin magic. There are some card tricks in there as well, just to satisfy the urge to have another card trick. And from what I understand from people that have seen him lecture on his lecture tour recently, it is one not to be missed. So, like Dave said, that's at the early bird price. So check it out and don't miss out.
Yeah, and we've already had people. I will say some hellos as well, as we do every week. But first, Mark Wild says, "Don't miss Kanaya." He was great at our club, so he has been going around doing the club circuit. We've been told that what he's doing on this is different.
Yes.
So if you saw him at your club, get involved in this as well. There's more material here that you did not see, and it is at a stupidly low price. I think it's normally $24.99, so it's half that until it goes live. The second that it's gone live and it's over, it will shoot back up to $24.99. So get your hands on that. Right, let's say some hellos. Let's start at the top. Let me scroll all the way up. I will also put a code up here as well, just above my head. It's normally above Pete's head, but I'm in his position today. So here we are. So we have a quiz every single week to win one of these limited edition mugs. Oh, yes, indeed. And to win it, all you got to do is win the quiz, pretty much. I say all you got to do. is quite a hard quiz, I'll be honest. But everyone get involved, have a play. You got nothing to lose and a mug to win. So we're always giving here at Alakazam. www.crowd.live is what you need to type in. Open up a new window if you're watching on your phone or iPad, or jump on a computer. And then the event code it will ask you for is 9SDCP. So we'll give it a few minutes. We always do at the beginning. And then we will start the quiz. We'll do a few questions all throughout the next 9 hours that we're here with you.
It's not a great
You'd be up for that as well, yeah. That's an academy, really.
Yeah, that is an academy. Yeah.
No, over the next hour.
Keep going, can you?
It'll be a little competition, won't it? So I'll say hello to Darren Bain, we've got Ian Raymond Walker, Adam Evans, Mark Wild, Sean Mann, Mark Cool, Tim Saddleton, Lars Hansen, Roy Smith, loads of you out there joining us, Brian Lloyd. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for your continued support. On today's show, we're going to give you a little offer if you don't already own a trick that I absolutely love.
Yep.
We're going to be talking about a few new releases and downloads, and we'll be having the quiz, and I'm going to perform roll for all those people in the cafe that think it's a simple 14 dice force. It's not. That made me chuckle. It made Harry chuckle. So I will show you that. It's absolutely fantastic. So let's crack on with the show. And let's start with, I tell you what, we won't go straight to the quiz, but we were just talking about our last academy. And he filmed something while he was here as well.
Yeah, so one of the joys of having an academy with us is that, on the days that the academies are here, we get to spend a little bit of time with the person that's running the academy, the tutor. So we've got to spend some time before the academies with people like Will Houston and John Carey and loads of other great people. And sometimes what happens is that we'll be out to dinner and that person will go, "Oh, let me show you this." And you sit there and you watch it and you go, "Wow, that's brilliant." That is just a brilliant bit of thinking. And this is exactly what happened to us last week with Jan's Academy. We went out for dinner. There was a dozen of us sitting around the table. And Jan said, "Guys, can I show you this effect?" And he performed it for us. And immediately me and Peter were like, "Whoa, that is really good." And it's a traditional plot. It's Jan's take on something known as the 10-card poker deal. And it's brilliant because this particular version is with regards to Texas Hold'em. And it's brilliant thinking and now available as a download, as a streaming video. So rather than me talk about it anymore, shall we take a look at it?
Let's.
Okay, so this is Jan Hardy's 10-card poker deal.
Harry,
All right.
I know you play poker because you play with me and you play with the family.
And I play well.
You do play well.
Not bad.
Well, I'm going to show you. You know, everyone says all your aunties always go, "Oh, don't play cards with Peter," and all this. So I'm going to show you how you can cheat at poker.
Oh.
All right.
You've been cheating this whole time?
Right. So we're going to play the game we usually play is Texas Hold'em.
Right.
All right. So we're going to do a 10-hand game of Texas Hold'em.
Okay.
You know how to play Texas Hold'em, so
Yeah.
we're going to deal out to the 10 players. Okay. And you get 2 cards each, yeah?
Yep.
Now you can choose any one of the hands to be you. So we're going to concentrate on just one hand, all right?
Okay.
So if I was to cheat at poker, obviously I wouldn't want to deal myself the winning cards all the time because then people think it's a bit suspicious. So you have a partner, and that's who you deliver the cheating winning hand to.
Oh.
All right?
Right.
So you're going to choose. It could be player 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10. Which one would you like?
4. Furthest one away.
4. Take those.
Yep.
Happy?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to pick up these. They're not needed. And do me a favour. Have a look. We'll get rid of those. Have a look at your card. It doesn't matter if I see them.
Okay.
Perfect. So put them down. What have we got?
King of 9.
Okay. So let's say that you were my partner.
Yep.
And I know that you've got the king and 9 because I've dealt them to you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm going to shuffle the cards and I'm going to try and get you a good hand out of this. Now I will say that during a game of poker you don't usually have to shuffle a lot, but I'm going to have to shuffle a bit on this because it's easier to do it with 10 cards or 10 players because there's more cards in play.
Yeah.
But doing it with just one player and making sure I get specific cards is obviously a lot harder. All right, so we are going to... First of all, I need to locate certain cards.
This is tough.
I think I've done it. So the first thing we do is we burn and then we deal out a flop. Yeah? So if this has worked, we should get a 10, should get a 4. So straight away you've almost got a flush. And the jack will make it a flush. Now that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I could
good,
stop
yeah.
there, but I actually wanted something better for you. So the next card, remember we burn a card, and the next card we get is an ace of spades. I don't know if you can see where this might be going.
Kinda, yeah.
Now usually at this point we'd have to deal, but I want to get you the best hand possible. And what would be the best hand possible?
Royal flush.
A royal flush. Now when I was shuffling I did spot the queen, but because I only gave it one shuffle I couldn't get it in position. So if you allow me, I think I remember exactly where it is, I'm going to cut to it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That should be the queen,
Bang.
giving us the 10, the jack, the queen, the king, and of course the ace. And that is why you don't play cards with your old dad.
Bloody hell. That's good, mate. It's nice.
So there you have it. That is available on our site now.
It is indeed. Yeah.
How much is it? Do you know?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but seriously, whatever money it is worth it. It's a lovely, well constructed effect. As you saw from the performance, it's very direct, especially with like lots of poker effects. They can be quite confusing with like making hands, etc. Okay, you're going to need to know a little bit, but. The end is very clear, a very clear picture to anybody that's watching. So
It is the launch price of $7.99 and will be $9.99. So if you like the look of it, grab one. That can be in your account right now within the next 10 minutes.
yeah,
Well, whenever you buy it, it will go instantly into your account. Just make sure you're logged in, of course, when you get to checkout. And let me just double check the price. Yeah. Canard Harbottle's Academy is £12.48 and that will go up to $24.99. So you guys hear about it first, so you get the best deals. So there you go. We also, as I said, have another deal for you today, so do stay tuned on that. But I think we should start the quiz. So just before we do, give the last minute check up here. Crowd.live 9SDCP will be your code there. So if you've never played before, why not get involved? It's free to play. You can play from your phone or any device which you can get on the website from. Let me head over.
and you are of course playing for the best looking mug ever.
I mean, tea has never tasted so good until you've had it out of one of these mugs. And yeah, people that have one will know. And if you haven't, you just will never experience it.
You too could be one of the select few.
Unless you win. So, all right. So I think I did this. Are you ready, Chris?
Yeah.
The main man. Lovely job. All right. So let's go to question number 1. Oh, go for it.
Which of these is not one of Jamie Dawes' Dark series? He's Not Here, Scream, The Fallen, or The Deceased?
We've got a lovely presenter voice.
Yeah,
there.
do you know what? I said last week that I should be a bingo caller.
Yeah, that's really
I miss
nice.
my vocation in life. That's right.
Oh, I like it. It's I give him 30 seconds because people normally moan that it goes too quick.
Ah, right.
So Pete moans at me for giving 30 seconds, but
Well, you're in
he's not
charge
here
today.
this week, is he?
You're in charge.
I'm going to give him 30 seconds. So there we go. That's question number 1. Question number 2.
Ooh, Bill Bixby played Anthony Blake in which 70s TV show? Was it The Magician, The Illusionist, The Mentalist, or The Trickster?
Nice bit of pause there as well between each one.
Yeah.
You're taking this very seriously. I like it. It's good, very good.
A level English wasn't a waste.
Love, there you go.
despite what my parents think.
I've had word as well from Mark Call that Mr. John Kerry has landed in the USA. I think he's done. Last time I saw, he was over in New York doing over there. I think he's going to be meeting up with Mark while he's out there as well. And they said that they're now the US is low on beer now because John's arrived. So very good. And we'll do one more. So question number 3.
Which American magician was known as the man with the $1 million hands? Was it Max Malini, Frank Garcia, Di Vernon, or Ricky Jay?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. Do you know the answer to the 3 questions?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yep.
Oh, you're not an owner of a mug yet either.
I'm
so
not. No.
You should get involved with that.
Should have words with management about that.
I don't have one either.
No.
You literally have
What?
to win. I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that tells you how exclusive they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there we have it. That is the first 3 questions. We always like to check as well on the leaderboard to see how we're doing and how many people are playing. I know we've got just over 40 on Facebook. I'm not on YouTube today, so if you're on YouTube, apologies. I haven't got chat roll up, so I can't see your messages. But thank you for joining us. So let's take a little look at the leaderboard and see where we're at.
Oh,
Shiv D is in first, Trevor Hargreave, and then Ian Raymond Walker. And there's 19 people playing out of like the 50 or 60 so that are watching. So really good odds to win the mug this week. And shame on the people that are watching and not playing.
yes, come on,
Yes,
guys.
I'm talking to you right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Right. It's brilliant. So we're still getting hellos from people, so people are still joining. Thank you for joining. And remember, guys, if you have any questions, they can be general magic questions as well. This is our time that we get to spend with you guys. And it's rare that I'm sat next to Andy. So Andy is our bookman, as you may know. So if you've got any questions related to that, you can get them in real time. Obviously, you see them on the vlogs on the weekends, but you can't interact there. So if you've got any questions for Andy, now's a good time. Any questions for myself? That's why we're here. So
Yeah.
should we do a trick?
Yeah, I think we should do a trick.
Let's do a trick. So I'm going to try something a little bit weird.
Okay.
I have a pack of cards here,
Yeah.
which, Andy, is perfectly perfect. Practically perfect in every way.
Okay.
Bar from one.
Right.
Yeah, there's one thing that isn't perfect about it. Is the fact that there is one red card in it. Just here. Now I'm being really cautious with it because I don't see everything that's written on it just yet.
Right.
But you can read what it says there.
It says you will roll.
You will roll. This is my prediction. I'm just going to push it back in as well. And I'm going to get you to roll.
Right. Okay.
It's impressive, isn't it? The prediction was right. Hey!
Well done.
Comedy and
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah, there we
All
go.
right, so we have rolled a number, a total.
Yeah.
All right. Now you can either stick with this total, or you can roll all the dice again,
Yeah.
one of the dice again,
Right.
or 2 of the dice again. It's up to you.
I'm going to roll one of the dice again.
Okay.
So we'll roll this dice and exactly the same number. Can I do it?
That's the loaded one. You can't roll that one. You'd always roll 4.
Well, can I?
That's not true. You can roll
Can I
that
do
every
it?
time.
Well, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, that
All
was
right.
a bit of a plummet, wasn't it?
So 11 plus 4 is 10 plus 1.
Yes. So
Sorry, 6 plus 4
Yeah, 11.
10 plus... It's
You'd
11.
already added it
No,
up.
I've pre-added it in my head. So 11. I'm going to stand up so you can see this. Keep me fair with this, Andy, as well.
Yeah.
All right. This is what you chose.
Yeah.
11. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11.
yes.
If you'd gone 12, 13, 14, 15, would have been different. All right. Now I wrote the message on the 2 of hearts, so let me find it here. And again, it's the message that you saw earlier, which says, "You will roll."
Yeah.
All right. Not only that, but if I pull it out a little bit more, you'll see it says, "You will roll 11,"
Yeah.
and you did.
I did.
Bearing in mind you could have rolled anything, you
Yeah.
rolled 11. It also has a little bit more of a message on there, which is the Queen of Spades.
Okay.
Turn over the 11th card. Let's have a little look. Go.
Wow.
The
It's
Queen
indeed the Queen of Spades.
And there you have it. That is roll. It is a real worker.
Yeah.
What I love about this is now ready to go again. Yeah. Like this is a table hopping, amazing piece of magic, and the outcome will be what you need it to be.
Yeah.
There's no crazy, silly forces. It's not what people were thinking with the 2 dice that add to 7 and 14. This is a real working trick. I know Chris had this originally in his book. You know, he shared this with us. This is something that I think deserves to be out on the market. It is a real world worker.
And also, I'm correct in saying that even though the dice are involved here, as you just performed it, you can roll the dice in your head, so you can make up the number that you end up with. You
don't need the dice, but it's nice to have it. We released as well Diabolical V5, and you get some lovely dice with that, and the 2 tricks together work really well. There's also a lovely added thing in here which wasn't in the original or in the book, or it hasn't been anywhere. It is in roll, and I can't really give it exactly away, but I can say we're looking at it, and that is a great little help if needed. Pretty much. If you're a worker, the very small addition that we put in there will be a big help to you, I think.
And it's true what Dave's saying. The fact that what Chris has done is he's taken a trick and made it a practical and working trick, and there's elements like Dave was saying just then that we've added into it as well that really does make it quick reset, easy to do, workable, something that has strong impact as well, something where you don't have to think about what you're doing because everything literally is done by the deck. It just allows you to go out and perform it really and get the reactions that it deserves.
100%. And Sean said there, I think you just missed it, but do you get the dice? You do get the dice with it. You get the deck with it, the added little extra and tutorial, and the deck will take you literally 6-7 minutes to get going, and once you're going, it's done. You never need to do anything else.
The longest time that you have to wait is for the ink to dry.
But don't fear yourself. All right, it's not that there's issues with these, because if you know Trilogy Extreme, you know stuff like that. The process on that is a little bit can be long, but is worth doing well the first time. This doesn't work the same way as that. This is a quick setup, so you'll be going within minutes, and it's absolutely brilliant. I love it. It's an absolute gem. When you can just rely on a trick. You haven't got to think too much about it. There's a real great moment built into this, which you as a magician, you heard me say it here earlier. I wrote it on the 2 of Hearts. Well, that bit of information is drip fed to me through the first process, without giving anything away. You don't need to memorize anything. It is one of those ones you can pick up. I don't need to have performed it for a while to know that I know I'm ready to go. Do you know what I mean? And it's nice to have them sometimes on you, so that you can then concentrate. If you're working something that's a little bit more in depth you can then, I'll put this before it so that my mind can concentrate on the next thing I'm going to do.
There's nothing worse when you're going out working than taking something out of your pocket and thinking, right, what do I have to do? This takes care of all of that, because it literally it cues you, it tells you what you need to do next, if there was one trick that definitely deserves the word commercial worker, it's roll.
No, it absolutely is. So these are on pre-order?
They are on pre-order. They're due for release on the 23rd, which I believe is Monday.
Yes, absolutely. We have pre-ordered quite a lot of these. I went through earlier because we were looking at different pre-orders. So a lot of these are gone, which is fantastic. I know that you can pre-order these worldwide. We have a limited stock with us, so if you like it, grab one from us. It's free shipping worldwide. And the video will get dropped into your account. On purchase. So you will know the method before everyone else. So there you have it.
One of the questions that's just dropped up on here is
from Roger.
Does it come? No, from Sean Mann. Not sure from the product description or roll, but do you get the dice as well? Yes, you do.
You do get the dice indeed. Roger has a question for you, just off the subject of roll, so I'll just bring that to a close. Check it out on our site, guys, for more information. Check out the trailer. But that's a real world performance. That is how it will be in the real world, and it is a worker. So grab your roll right now, pre-order it right now. Question for you, Andy: how do you index effects from various books per name or in coin cards, category, etc.?
this is complete honesty here, and I don't want to sound big-headed, but I don't index, or very rarely index. Sometimes I'll make a note on my phone about something that I maybe seen somewhere, but what tends to happen it was one of two ways. Either someone may talk about an effect that I know that they mentions in a book, and then I go and seek out and make a note of it, possibly. Or if it's a particular move that has cropped up before and appears in different books or in one book or an effect even, then I remember it.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Because
Peter said this last week.
Yeah, no, it is amazing how you do it. We were talking about mnemonica, and I got to like 48 in mnemonica, and now it's been nearly 3 months. My son was born, a lot was going on, and I can't even remember 1 to 10. Now I doubt that it's going to get me too long to get back into it, but we've been struggling for ages to learn a memorised deck. You'll read a book and know nearly the bloody page number to turn.
Yeah, it is a bit weird. I think that memorising the deck, remembering some pieces of information are probably because of the fact that when I've looked at the trick that's involved a particular sleight or the particular sleight, it's obviously keyed into my memory because I've enjoyed some essay of it. That's made me go, ooh.
Yeah.
Whereas there's no doubt that learning a memorised deck takes commitment. You need to stick to it. And I guess it just boils down to being lazy a lot of the time. Certainly for my part, it's a bit of a different matter if you've got other things that you've been doing, like becoming a dad. But I think when it comes to the two differences, it's purely what I get out of it. So, but I'm still with the memorised deck, as I know you'll come back to it as well. So we haven't put it by the wayside. So in answer to your question, Roger, I don't index, or very rarely. I tend to remember most aspects. There was a message on there also, sorry to interrupt, from Adam Evans. He asked a question about a book by Jeff Latter called The Long Goodbye. He asked if there was any tips on how to read it, because it is a bit of a strangely set out book. I haven't got any tips. Other than because of the way that it's kind of set out, I wouldn't be probably inclined to read it from front to back. I'd probably dip in and out of effects in there to try and get a better picture. If you're not already familiar with Jeff Latter's work, get a picture of the way he thinks, the way that he approaches sleight of hand and the routine of effects. I think if you start at the very beginning and then you make your way through to the back of the book, you will become daunted by what is presented in front of you from material. So I would just take that as a kind of dip in and out. Open up the book, look at the contents, and then if you see a title of an effect or a sleight or something and you go, oh, that sounds quite interesting, like the Pegasus coin, for example. I don't know if that's a trick in there, but by way of an example, and you go, oh, Pegasus coin, I wonder what that is. Look at it, check out the thinking, and then maybe look at a couple of other effects. But I'm sure, going back to the Canoia thing earlier on, he'll be talking about Jeff Latter loads. So
Great.
Might be worth checking that out.
Lovely. Quick question from Sean Mann. Are these shipping on Monday?
I think the hope is to ship them out before Monday so that people have them for when the pre-sale goes live. When the sale goes live.
There you go.
So when they're officially released, hopefully people will have them.
Brilliant. And they're free shipping as well if you get them from us. So there you have that. Hi Dave, what effect did you say roll would go well with? I'm hearing. Okay, so there's one. Do we have it there?
I don't think we do.
Oh, no. Diabolical V5. It is. It's a great effect by Steve Cook, and it uses 6 dice. And the dice in that are beautiful. I mean, the dice in this are good for using it for the trick. But the dice in that were basically we wanted them to be like something a bit special. So they are lovely. The dice in it are really nice. And so if you're using that, you can then follow that on. And on the day that we filmed the trailers for both Diabolical and for Roll, I done it as just a set. So I did Diabolical and then straight into Roll, and I used the dice. And look, let's take 3 of these dice and we use these. That's why if you see the trailer for Roll, you might see more dice on the table. That's because I was doing Diabolical V5 before that. Lovely. All right. So Sean Mann just said that he just purchased a roll. You will not be disappointed. So you will enjoy that. It is, and I would love the people that don't enjoy it to tell me, because it is one of those ones that it's hard not to like the way it works. The little nuances that are built in there for the worker is awesome. So. Okay, shall we do another couple of questions?
I think we should.
I think it's time for Question Andy to come out. So, with the head turn as well. He does this, you can't see him, but he goes, right guys, question number 4. Right, ready Chris? Alright, here we go. Oh!
What is the first name of bar magician Doc Eason? Is it William, Harold, John, or Chip?
Ooh. Do you know this?
Yeah.
Blimey. That's 4 for 4.
But
you should have played along on the phone for fun.
I could have got a mug.
No, we never allowed, even when we win, we're never allowed.
Oh, is that the way it rolls?
Yeah, I should have a fluffy bunny mug. I don't know. So, but yeah, you can believe you could have a mug.
Okay, I'm visualising my
Question number 5. Here we go.
For which branch of magical performance was Jim Cellini most famous? Was it stage illusions, close-up card magic, spirit theatre, or street performance? I think you know this one.
I do know this one.
Yeah.
I will say the quiz is by Simon Beckman this week. So congratulations, Simon. You'll be getting £15 worth of loyalty points popped into your account. I will ask Andy now to remind me when we get back next door, because I'm yet to do that. So I need to do that for you, sir. And it's been a while since Simon put one in, but I think he has given us a few in the past. So he's probably racked up a good amount of money in points, and you guys can as well. We'll do one more.
Abracadabra, I want to reach out and grab ya, are the lyrics from a famous 80s song by which band? The Eagles, ELO, Steve Miller Band, or the Bee Gees?
Do you know this one?
I do.
Oh, mate, you would have cleaned up on this quiz. You've never tasted tea so good.
Well, no, exactly. Yes.
So 5 seconds left on that one, guys, and that's going to put us a good way into the quiz.
Wow.
Yeah, we're already over halfway through the live. These do tend to go very quick, so thank you for that. If you're new to these, we haven't said this in a while. I know Pete and Harry are working on doing the crazy giveaway, because I'm busy in evenings for the next 12 years. So the next few months. So they're working on that. But if you're yet to hit a like, please do that. We haven't said to do that in ages, so please hit the like button. If you're new to our page or our Facebook page, hit that like button, and you'll get all the updates when we give them, which is basically to you guys and the live, and then it goes in the email shot, and then it's word of mouth really. So you guys are the first to hear about it. So hit that like. It's normally at this point when I point it out that it goes down a couple, so we'll see what happens here. But
hopefully not.
No, I know, but we've got our trusted viewers that always tune in, which have already liked it, so it hasn't been going up the last week or so.
There was another. So Roger also asking, how many books does Andy have? I cannot tell you live on air, through fear of my wife tuning in to view this.
Yeah.
My life would not be worth living, because I've got this is my 10-year anniversary.
No, what you're worried about is her selling them for what you told her you paid.
Well, that is exactly it. And
I'm with you.
Yeah. So we've all been there. So don't make it out it's just me. Well, it might just be
what you're going on.
Today's my 10-year anniversary. Right?
Yes, happy anniversary.
Thank you. Right, and I want to make it.
Let's get some love.
Make it longer.
Love hearts going
I want to make it longer.
Let's get some love
The truth
hearts.
of the matter is that she could go in and she could count them, the ones that she sees.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And then she'll eBay them and find out what she can get for them.
Well, yeah, she knows how much a couple of them are worth.
People are sending love hearts there.
Oh, thank you very much. And Peter's joined us.
Very nice. There we go. Hello, Pete.
Hello.
I hope you're having a nice little break. So we've got Yeah, I'll throw you some more hearts now.
Oh, thank you.
There you go, mate.
Feeling the love.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. Good. So, Debbie, don't check the bookshelf. There we go.
Thanks. That's not encouraging her at all.
But without the books, you wouldn't have the knowledge that hundreds of magicians appreciate.
Well, that is my argument.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is my, albeit unbelievable.
Okay, right.
Yes.
So, let's rein it back in before
Yes.
you get in trouble on
I
a
think
day that's
a
very
good idea.
special. And let's throw a little offer out to the guys. There is a trick that I love performing, I love doing it, and then I love actually showing magicians the secret, because the way this thing is made, as with any Rob Bromley effect, you know, if you come to see us at stand at Blackpool, wherever you see us, I know we're doing the what's the name? It's not what I think it is.
The Roadshow.
Yes, the Magic Roadshow. That's coming up. So you come and see us there. We're happy, you know, not with every single trick, but with certain bits that are Alakazams, sometimes it's really cool to see the secret, and sometimes the secret is as good as the trick. And this is one of those ones that I like to demonstrate. Hold the gimmick in front of people's eyes, and they're staring at it and they don't know what they're looking at, and then by simply doing one thing, it almost sort of reveals itself to them, and they go, bloody hell, that is amazing. And this is one of those gimmicks. It sits in the deck, so you can still shuffle the cards around it, and well, have we got a trailer for it?
I believe we have.
Let's take a look at the trailer, and then we'll talk about it and what we can offer you guys on it. Hi guys, I'm David Lisley, and I cannot explain how excited I am to present to you the RB Coin Deck Ultra. This is Rob Bromley's version of the coin deck, and it is insanely good. The gimmick is as good as the trick. Let's take a look. So this one's slightly different, but I think you're going to like this. So here's a card trick. I'm going to ask you to, in a moment, grab one, but I'll just give them a little mix up.
Yeah.
Okay. So free choice, grab any card you like out the pack. And remember it and show the guys. Alright. And just say stop for me. Stop. Here? Yep. Place that back there for me. Is that fair?
Yeah.
As fair as I can be. I'm going to place that down here on the table. I'm going to introduce this coin. 50p coin. Now, are you right or left-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Hold on to my wrist with your left hand, and we're going to come over the top of the pack here. Watch this. 3, 2, 1. Now, there's no way I could sneak out. You're holding on to my wrist. So if I just do this, you'll see the 50p goes. Right? Not only does it go, but look, at fingertips, I'm just going to pick up here. There's one 50p now at this location. And what was the card that you picked?
That was the Ace of Hearts.
Turn it over, have a look. Mate, you've been amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Alright, so that's a performance of the RB coin deck. Now this thing is so cool. I'll be honest in saying with you haven't got to worry about sliding a coin on the back. You know, if you do a similar version like that, then you have to really hold the deck rigidly and make sure that nothing is in view. The gimmick does the work for you. It deposits the coin to where you need it. You have a lot of freedom to shuffle cards around it, have cards selected. You can link this. I know Peter's a great routine with this where he links it with a coin unique.
Yeah.
The £2.50p coin unique is a great addition to link with this, and then the 50p appears at the card. So you get the moment of the coin vanishing in their hand or visually, and then you have it appearing on the position of the card. It is just a super cool gimmick. Now, we have a nice little offer on this today.
We do. These are currently $29.99, but for a limited time they are going to go down to $24.99, and they will still have free postage on them as well.
Which is an amazing price, because if you know how these are made, each one's made by Rob. We can't really go much lower than that. That's a really good price for that. So the quality of the product's amazing. The end result's fantastic. It's a great trick, and again, it falls in line with this, where I know that I can just pick this straight up out of my box, and I know that I'm ready to go with it. I know that it's going to deliver.
Yeah, I too perform this effect. It is one of the effects that is a go-to for myself if I dem in the shop. It's great, and it really does take care of all of the work for you. And it comes with several different handlings on there as well. There's a signed coin version.
Yeah, I've got one on there, and you also get a modified box that we supply with it as well to allow you to do the signed coin version. So I teach that on there as well.
Yeah, this is it's one of those plots. I mean, I present it a little bit like the Bloodhound coin, that the coin seeks out the card, and it never fails to amaze. It's beautifully constructed from a mechanical point of view, beautifully routined, and by that I mean that when you're using said gimmick, everything that you do, every action that you do, moves the effect along. So you're not having to add or remove anything. You're not having to do anything with your hands that is out of place. It literally takes care of itself. So it's an amazing effect.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can grab one of those while stocks last and while the deal is on, which won't be probably end this week, end of the week.
Yeah.
So that's the RB Coin Deck Ultra. You save yourself a £5 on that, and you get free shipping. So it'll be with you. What was today? Probably by Thursday if you buy one today. So there you have that. So great offer, great release coming, and one question as well for you, Andy. Mark Woodson says, I'm after a good copper, silver, brass. Any recommendations?
Yeah. So I've played around with a couple of different ones over the years. The ones that were originally manufactured by Eddie Gibson were always very good. So if you can get hold of a set of them still, then great. The Johnson ones, again, always very good. I haven't had to play around with Tango ones, but Tango quality, I think, is decent. So they would be worth checking out. Obviously, if you're willing to spend the money, then people like Todd Lassen, Roy Cuppers, and a couple other people, Jamie Schoolcraft. If they're making these sort of coins, then you're going to get decent quality. You will have to pay the money for them, but there's no doubt that they're going to be designed to an extremely high standard. So worth checking out. If you do Coin Magic and you're going to check out Kanoya's course, plug, then I'm fairly certain, without looking at the contents list, that he's going to talk about copper silver routine on there anyway. So I'm sure that he's probably got some thoughts on that as well.
Lovely. Brian says, just purchased a copy of Roll. Looking forward to performing it. You'll love it, mate. Honestly, you will. Darren Bain's asking, when are you going to do your tappy pen tap?
Tappy pen tap.
I love that thing. I'm not surprised people have been asking in about it, because I remember when I saw it for the first time as well. I was like, what?
Yeah. So Darren, hopefully later on this week. Obviously, you guys know that Dave wasn't here last week because he's on holiday. Peter's away for a few days. So as soon as Peter's back and we get a bit of time, me and Dave are going to come round to here. We're going to film that and a couple other impromptu items as well. So
great.
So that'll be appearing soon.
Oh, lovely. All right, so let's move on then. I've just hit question number 7, so I think it's going to pop straight up, or the guys have got it now. Let's have a look.
Okay.
Go for it.
Carter Mundi was recently reported to be acquiring which other business closely associated with the magic world? Was it Waddington's, United States Playing Card Company, Card Shark, or Theory 11?
I accidentally hit that one, so apologies on that, guys. I would normally give you more of a heads up that I was going to the quiz, so apologies on that. As I hit to open the page, it literally hit the button, so sorry. I'll let you now know that we're going on to question number 8. So here we go. Get ready. There we are.
The cover illustration for Dave Lewis's latest effect, Envision, shows a date on the lower half of an American coin. What is it? Is it 1964, 1969, 1974, or 1979?
This is a curveball, I think, because I don't know that. I don't even know.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want to guess it.
There's no relevance to the date, although now I'm saying I should put my birth date or something like that, but now there's no relevance to it.
I think I know the answer.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. All right, question number 9. Oh.
Or not.
Or not. There we go.
Which of the following effects was created by Steve Cook? Screen test, will to read, BitBook, or the stealth case? I just realised that I sounded a bit like the guy from Strictly that announces the dancers.
Yeah.
Craig Revel Horwood.
Yeah, you do. Very good. Wasted, Andy.
I am wasted. Perhaps I'm not moonlighting, honestly, Peter. I'm not on Strictly.
Mark Hall says, I need to know how you do the pen tap. Sean Mann, yeah, pen tappy thing, please.
Is that going to be the name for it?
Yeah, might as well.
Pen tappy thing.
The pen tappy thing.
Ah, right, okay. We're back.
All right, so let's take a look at the leaderboard. Let's see whether the last question is going to make much of a difference or not. It could do. Oh, it's very close.
Wow.
Magic Mike, lovely, is in first. Trevor Hargreaves and then Shiv D. So all to play for, really. Still, this last question is going to be a bit of a decider, I think.
Wow.
So we will hold that just for a little bit.
They're always quite close, aren't they?
They are, yeah, they are. And I thought that was a harder quiz this week, but obviously your guys' knowledge is a lot more than mine. So you would have got a lot of them right. So shall we? What's left? We've got another trailer to show the guys.
Well, I was going to say that we are rapidly making our way through September. September will be ending very, very soon, and then the next major thing that will be upon us
It's
will
October.
And
Halloween.
very good.
Tackling terrifying taboos. Number 3 is on its way, and I know Jamie's going to be joined by a special guest as well.
Really?
Well, he was. I'm assuming he still is. If not, we'll let you know.
Where Jamie pops up on here and goes, "Am I?"
Yeah, am I? Well, don't hold me to that. But also, we have just released a great download. Now, when I was filming Diabolical and Roll, Phil Tilston came and filmed his. Was it 3 or 4 effects he's got on there? Is it 4?
I think it's 4. Yeah.
With us then as well for Halloween, and these are all great, very kind of streamlined effects, straightforward routines, but with a Halloween twist.
Yeah.
And the little twists that he's made on it to make it have that Halloween feel, and the storylines that he puts with it are really nice. Phil's a very good storyteller.
Yeah.
He's got great, believable stories behind tricks. So I would say that this download is well worth price. I think I'll check it out, but I don't think it's much more than £6 or £7.
So Phil is very much a working magician. He goes out and performs. He's very thoughtful about the way that he presents his magic, and these particular effects, you can tell, they're not designed to be complicated. They're just designed to be very clear and work.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Quite often things are released or can be released that you get a great effect, but you've got to go through like all this complicated method. But the Halloween collection certainly has gems in it that you're going to go out and perform.
So it is on the new Magic page. It's called the Halloween Collection, Phil Tilston. It's $7.99. And I remember filming it with him and filming the explanation. There's some really nice little touches. There's some great ideas in there to make it, to make your magic. It doesn't mean that you've got to go and buy these crazy Halloween props to perform a Halloween show. It shows that just with a little bit of storytelling and mixing a few bits and pieces up, that you can make your magic perfect for that setting. That's on our site now by Phil Tilston, so definitely check that out.
So, in answer to your question, Ian Raymond Walker, do I sound like Claudia Winkleman?
Yes.
Right.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's one of the hosts of Strictly.
Oh, okay.
The non-blonde one.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, I can see that.
I used to like you.
Yeah, well,
I still like you. I still like you.
Don't touch me. So I think, if I'm right, what's the name of the close-up, Matt? This is the Tough Pad. This is a prop dog. It's a Tough Pad. So it's hard on both sides. I like prop dog stuff. This pad, I wouldn't personally work just because I do struggle to pick some things up on it. But that is, I'm not saying it's a bad pad. I'm just saying this pure purpose is to, if stuff gets on it or you're working a bar situation. I have been urging Houdini's, not that I've been there for a while, but when I was, to get these down there, because the amount of times people have spilt drinks over the nice close-up mats, and this is a tough pad. Its purpose is that it isn't going to get covered in drink. It's not going to get marked because it can't. You know, if it gets covered in drink, you wipe it off. So that's from Prop Dog. It's a great product. I would also recommend taking a look at the TCC close-up pads as well. They are hard mounted. They're soft felt on the top, almost feels like memory foam. So if you're working because you want to, do some card-based stuff and pick the cards up easily, then take a look at that. If you want a pad that's going to be durable and hard-working, you can wipe clean. This is a tough pad, so that's why we have it in here. We have the Fluffy Bunny challenge going on. People dribbling everywhere. We have drinks out and about and
spilt coffee.
Yeah.
From one of these mugs.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why we love having this in here. It's definitely got its purpose. So, Dave Bonsall often mentions Alakazam. Yeah, we love Bonsall and Prop Dogs. Yeah. So there's too many people that are like this in the Magic world. Let's bring the love in. Let's send some hearts out.
We love everyone.
We do.
We do love everyone.
And Dave's awesome. So yeah, tough pad is that.
There was, just so you guys are aware, there was a new pre-sale that went out last night. Which is up on our site now. This is the Viper wallet. This is a brand new wallet from Marshall & Trucks and I can't remember the name of the other person, but okay. Marshall & Trucks, who have released some great products before. If I am right, this was out a few years back, but it was in limited supply and you don't get as much with it as you do now. So this has been totally repackaged and redone and it's available for pre-order on our site. Rather than me say anything more about it, we do have a trailer for it.
Oh,
so let's have a look at the Viper wallet.
We're in a critical situation. Mankind is in danger. Evil beings known as reptilians are secretly taking control of our planet in order to enslave us. These ancient creatures, which look like reptiles, have the ability to modify their appearance to mimic human traits. They've been hiding among us for centuries. They are some of our friends, colleagues, bosses. Even worse, they have infiltrated the highest echelons of power. Global leaders, journalists, and the most influential celebrities hide their true nature beneath their human appearance. They possess powerful technologies and mental abilities. They can read our minds and control our souls. But there is still time for us, free citizens of mankind, to unite and resist. We recently discovered some of their secret technologies, and we managed to develop something special, a mind-reading tool. Thanks to this weapon, the Viper, we can now regain hope and start to fight on an equal footing. Let's take back control. Free citizens of mankind, join the fight.
Well, that was a bit bloody weird, wasn't it? Watching that with no sound. I hadn't even seen the trailer before. I mean, Pete was right. He thought we'd been hacked. I was like, what's going on? I thought it was a Peak wallet or something.
Judging by the comments, you lot love that trailer.
Yeah.
But
okay.
it is there to
you go.
pre-order.
No, I like the idea. I haven't really seen, and it's probably been out. I've overlooked it, but the actual Peak being folded and placed in, I quite like the idea of that. So it'll be interesting to have a look at the wallet. So yeah, okay, they're available. Are they available?
They're available to pre-order now. So check them out if it's if it's your sort of thing, and you want to know more information. Then just contact us. It is a new item, so I am finding out little bits of information because we've not been sent a sample as yet.
No.
But we will try to answer any questions as they come up.
Lovely. All right. So you've had a question.
Yeah. So Simon Beckman, I've got to go back. So Simon Beckman said, apart from that's the weirdest trailer for a Magic Prop I've ever seen. Andy, can you recommend any new books? Not new as such. What have been re-released, and I think you can still get copies of them, are the Ascanio books. The Magic of Ascanio 1 through to 4. I believe. If you haven't checked them out, then I suggest you do. Volume 1, I would say, if you only had the choice of 10 magic books that you could have, make sure it's one of those magic books.
Right.
Because it is seriously a very, very good read. I'm a big fan of theory and magic, but not for the sake of theory. I think it's very enlightening. It will certainly make you think more about your magic and about the way you perform it, and kind of approaches to it as well. So that certainly. And if you want something else to keep your teeth into a little bit more, then Tesseract is very good by Mike Powers, and 52 Lovers Through the Looking Glass by Pepe Carroll is also very good. It's a bit of a hefty book, but if you want something that's going to be different, and I'm sure not a lot of people are going to be performing from, that's the book to look for.
Nothing wrong with a hefty book.
Yes.
All right, lovely job. So we are at the hour. I don't know where the time went. So that's gone very quick. So I'm going to do the last question, which is going to determine the winner, and it will this time because it's very close. So get ready, guys. I'll tell you now, the last question is coming up. 3, 2, 1. There we have it.
The famous 1938 book Greater Magic was authored by whom? Harlan Tarbell, John Hilliard, Jean Hugard, or Theodore Ammon? I never know whether to say Jean Hugard or
Jean
Hugard.
Jean Hugard.
Yeah, an Anneman or Amman. I think it's Anneman.
I think it's Anneman.
Yeah, I'll go with Anneman. I'll take it on advisement.
I'm probably adamant it's Anneman.
You're adamant it's
Yeah.
I'll see what you did there.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
All right. So there we have it. You guys know before us somehow. So you guys know who's won already, but we will go straight over to the leaderboard. And Trevor Hargreaves.
Wow, that shifted again.
Yeah, look how close it was though. They both got, all three, first to third place. All three of them got 8 out of 10. So well done, guys. Well done. First place takes the prize though, and that is Trevor Hargreaves. Congratulations. It just means that he's got one of those questions quicker, and there's a very small amount of points in it. But you are the winner. So please send in your email to sales@alakazam.co.uk with your shipping information. Let us know you're the winner, and we will get one of those mugs out to you today. And leaves us just to have a look, and we'll quickly go through the answers so that you guys can see what the correct answers were. I don't know whether it went up or down, but thank you either way, I guess.
I think it went up.
If it goes down, it normally goes back. They normally do it as
Oh, right, okay. Just lull us into a full sense of security.
That's it.
Right.
No, we've gone down one. I'll put it back up. So let's go over to the answers, guys. Let's take a little look at these. So, Jamie Dawes' Dark Series. The Fallen is not Jamie Dawes. The Fallen is the amazing Jim Critchlow, which is well worth a look as well. Bill Bixby played Anthony Blake in The Magician.
Great TV show.
Which American magician was known as the man with $1 million hands? Was Frank Garcia. What is the first name of bar magician Doc Easton? It was William. Did you get that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For which branch of magical performance was Jim Cellini? He was street performer. Amazing strip warmer. Abracadabra, I want to reach out and grab you, are the lyrics from a famous 80s. You ever spoken lyrics and thought, this is just very bizarre?
Yeah.
That was a moment for me. Steve Miller Band wrote that. So, question number 7. Carta Mundi recently reported to be acquiring the United States Playing Card Company. So, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I like Carta Mundi's cards, so that should all be very cool. The cover illustration for my new trick Envision, 1964 the coin was. Did you?
Yeah, only because, and it was a guess, only because $half, lots of people tend to go for, if you're looking for coins to use in Magic, 1964 $half, like the silver content, I believe.
Nice. Well, I will just say with this effect, as we've been talking about our coin guy, we have got more coming. I know some came in when I was away and they went out. I don't think it probably applies to anyone that watches the live because we gave them the first bite of the cherry, so I think everyone here's probably got it. But more are coming if you're looking for it. Question number 9. Which of the following effects was created by Steve Cook? It was the stealth case. The amazing stealth case. I love performing this.
Yeah.
Again, that's one of those ones that falls in what we were talking about earlier where you just get it out, you know it's going to do what it needs to do. Question 10. The final question, which decided the winner, was the famous 1938 book, Greater Magic, was authored by whom? It was John Hilliard. And there you have it, 10 awesome questions by Simon Beckman. So thank you, Simon. I must remember to put the points into your account when we go back next door. Just a quick recap from this week. We were talking about the Halloween stuff. So check out the download from Phil Tilston. We were talking about Jan's download as well, the 10-card poker deal, which looks fantastic. I'll be taking a look at that. We have the deal on the RB Coin Deck Ultra. That'll be till the end of the week. So save a $5, get free postage on that. And we are pre-ordering Roll. These are going super fast. So grab one. They are brilliant. It's a real world worker. Already 3 or 4 people today have been saying they've picked one up. You will not be disappointed. You will love it. Andy, anything left to say?
No, guys, obviously check out Kanaya Harbottle's Academy. That is next Wednesday, the 25th at 7 p.m. UK time. Check it out. It promises to be an amazing night with an amazing magician from the States, and you will not be disappointed.
There you go. So we're going to be playing out with a trailer for a new download or PDF, is it?
Yeah, so this is a download. This is an effect called Overlooked. It caused a little bit of a stir on Penguin Magic recently.
Oh, right.
And people were going crazy for it. We are privileged to have it on our site as well. So guys, this is Overlooked by Arthur.
All right, enjoy this and we'll see you next week on the Alakazam Live.
Overlooked is my unique take on the Witch Hand plot. If you're looking for a Witch Hand routine you can do anytime, anywhere, this is the project for you. With this, it's personal to your spectator, so you create a routine they'll remember for the rest of their lives. There's no expensive gadgets or gizmos, and there's no logic puzzles. It's easy to do. And one more thing, not only will you know which hand they hold an object, you'll be able to predict the entire outcome at the end.